After getting a drop in watch hours and activity, I finally found the sweet spot number of videos to publish to maximize my watch hours, and now I'm back in business.
And I think we're back in business.
In this video, we're going to dive into the progress I've made, how I've made it, and then the YouTube lessons learned on the journey so far. For those of you new to my channel, in January of this year, I got serious about YouTube, and I have been learning the ropes so I can get monetized. I had 68 subscribers in January, and as of recording this video, I'm at 355 subscribers. Last month, I published 26 videos. Last month, I had 151.4 watch hours on wide format videos. This is almost 3 times what I had in the month prior, in July, my lowest month of the year. So I was trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, and do more of what's working and less of what's not. A simple way to figure out the perfect number of videos to publish each month is to publish more videos than is realistic for you to sustain, and then pull back dramatically to a much lower number. By creating a range, we can find out how many videos we need to get any kind of meaningful traction. So I was able to look at the extremes of when I posted a lot of videos and when I posted a few videos and figure out what was the ideal number. So that's what I dive into in my other video if you want to check that out. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Figure out what's too hot and what's too cold, and if you make it out of the cottage alive, you'll discover the number of videos you need to publish to your YouTube channel. The key idea is to figure out what you're doing that's working and do more of that. For me, that ideal monthly number came to 26 videos per month. That's how many I needed to get a meaningful amount of watch hours to make progress towards my goal of getting monetized as a YouTuber. As I get more effective and efficient, I can decrease that number. But as of now, based on how I'm doing things and how effective I am, 26 videos is the sweet spot for me. So let's look at the watch hours I had across the year. We can see a jump up from January to February. And January, even though it was low in the month, and actually July was also low, they were actually better than any months I had in 2020. 2024 was just like dismal compared to the progress that I'm making in 2025. I'm getting a ton more views and watch hours, which is great. I'm also doing a lot more videos. February was my peak, and then I started to decline, and all the way through July. Now, June and July, I intentionally pulled back. I took a break. I did some videos, but it was a lot less from what I was doing in January and February. And that was an unexpected event that I hadn't, when I tell you about the Goldilocks idea, I didn't plan that out. I just accidentally did it. I did a lot, and then I did a little, and then I figured out how many watch hours were generated in the sweet spot, and that's where I got to the 26 watch hours. So this past month in August, I did that number of videos, and you can see I spiked back up, which was awesome. It also happened to be a month where I got my second best video for my entire channel history. So I published that last month, and it's got close to 70 watch hours on a video, and my number one video is 130 watch hours. I am excited about the progress that I made. January was about 62 watch hours. February was 237. March was 183. April was 129. May was 176. June was 88. July was about 60, and August was 151. So a few numbers stick out. August was my 4th best month of the year, both in watch hours and watch hours per video. So I'm going to show you the breakdown here of how many watch hours per video. So based on the number of videos I published and the number of watch hours I divided the two, and I got a number. And so 0.8 watch hours in January, 2.2 in February, 6 points in March, 4 in April, and then May was my best month in terms of watch hours per video, 7.7. I dropped a little in June to 6.35, and then July was at 3.3 watch hours, and then August I kicked it back up to 5.82 watch hours. Hopefully I can continue to move. That's an efficiency number. The more watch hours per video, that means I'm getting more effective and efficient with my video packaging, with my video idea, my hook, all those kind of things, and moving in the right direction. So I should be able to essentially get the same amount of watch hours with fewer videos over time. Or if I want to get more watch hours, I can do more videos, and then I can get more watch hours and ultimately get monetization. So I'm trying to figure out the balance between those to move towards that. Right now, 355 subscribers. I'm like 35% of the way towards there in terms of subscribers, but in terms of watch hours, I'm not as far along. I've got a little over 1,000, so I'm like 28%. One of the cool things about this past month was a huge win for me was getting my old watch hours. I define new, recent, and old as this. New videos are the ones from the last month that this video is about. So this video is about August 2025. And so new videos are any ones that I published during that month. And then recent videos would be July, June, and May. So any videos published in those that get watch hours in August those would be considered recent watch hours. And then anything older than those 4 months is what I call old watch hours. And as you can see in this chart, I was able in July get a little bit more old watch hours, but this month I was able to pretty much triple the 10 hours I was getting from old videos in August, which is really awesome because I think this is a baseline number. If my old videos are getting watch hours, then the new video watch hours were built on top of that, and it'll be easier to get to the 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. If I'm having to start from scratch every single month, it's going to just be harder to get to the end goal. So I wanted a more reliable foundation of which I could build on top. Now, if I get a huge hit video, it kind of throws all of this out the window and I end up getting those watch hours, subscribers, and hitting that. But in terms of like working my way towards that in a more sustainable and reliable way without knowing whether or not I'm going to get that such hit, I wanted to create a more sustainable way to build towards that in a more guaranteed type of approach. Old watch hours are one of the indicators for me to work towards those watch hours. At a little over 30 watch hours, that's 360 watch hours per year if I was able to sustain that month after month. That's essentially a guaranteed over 300 watch hours. If I can continue to build that up where it's 1,000 or 2,000, now getting those remaining watch hours over the last 365 days will be more realistic. And fundamentally, my hypothesis is that if you create a rich library of content for your YouTube channel, as you get more and more traction, you get more and more views, more and more watch hours, you get a larger audience, and eventually you get towards monetization. And then once you hit monetization, then you actually have a machine that can continue to generate those views so that you get advertising revenue as part of your channel. I want to talk about one other thing, which is the type of channel that I'm building. I'm actually approaching YouTube in a pretty unique way. I'm trying to build a channel that is algorithm-centric, that is not a niche channel, but essentially a channel that focuses on a lot of different topics that are all values and passions of mine. Create videos that people want to see, but across different categories. And so I've done a few different videos about this. If you want to dive into those, I'll include links to my video about building a YouTube's algorithm-centric channel and why an algorithm-centric channel beats the niche approach, particularly as things evolve and as the algorithms become more and more effective as we move on, as become smarter and smarter and less dumb, as many people seem to operate as if the algorithm is dumb. I want to share with you a video that captures this idea. This comes from Gary Vee, and he's really a proponent of this futuristic approach to building a channel because of the way that TikTok and YouTube and the algorithms are shifting. It's more around the piece of content itself and not the pattern of content you create for your channel. So if you create content for people that they want to watch that content, the algorithm's going to find people that want to watch that content. Let's jump into the video and get an insight in what I'm talking about.
No balance. Go hard as fuck on both. Should I post about the business or should I post about this Taco Bell? The answer is and.
What kind of content? Just like founder story or like...
And that you're pissed that the Heat got knocked out of the playoffs. And that your grandma was your hero. And that you fucking love burritos. Human shit and business shit.
Because the algorithm is delivering the content people want to see, you can post 5 different things and expect YouTube to deliver each of the 5 pieces of content to 5 people that want to see that. It's not going to deliver the content to somebody that doesn't want to see it. So this spread of content we create across categories acts as a networking resource for connecting with new people. Your strategy should prioritize creating content that the algorithm is likely to recommend rather than only catering to your fan base, to your subscribers. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is more likely to show your video to somebody that wants to see it than a subscriber. If the subscribers are people that don't want to watch that particular video, YouTube's not going to show it to them, even if they're subscribed. So this is why my iPhone 16 Pro video did so well, despite me never having created any technology videos or any product review videos or Apple videos, nothing. And I did this video about getting my iPhone 16 Pro and why I did it. And it was a hit. It's like one of my 4th most watched video on my channel. It had no history, none. And yet YouTube delivered this video to an audience that wanted to watch it. And I got a bunch of watch hours. You can create videos across categories, even if it's not in the niche or the types of things that you're doing. What's holding people back in creating content is not that the algorithm's not going to show the content. It's that they're self-limiting what they think the algorithm's going to do with the video that they give them. This means that you can create videos across niches as long as people want to watch them. YouTube algorithm will figure it out for you. Those are a few updates about my YouTubing last month. I'm excited because I figured out the number of videos to do. I created it. My watch hours jumped up. And so I'm going to lean into September. Once again, 26 more videos. And we're going to see what happens. Am I able to sustain the momentum that I've started in August and carry that into September? We shall see. Join me on the next YouTube analytics video. And in the meantime, check out my analytics reports for YouTube for each of the last months since I got serious about YouTube in January. I'm Jason Scott Montoya, and I'll see you on the next video.
Are you a freelancer struggling to get clients and sustain an income? Check out Jason Montoya's book, Path of the Freelancer, where he provides the blueprint for mastering freelancing and sustaining a business of one. Start generating a six-figure freelancing income